Hey Internet, Captain Erica here, coming at you with an impromptu knife review. I have the Reiff Knives F4 Bushcrafter today. A friend of mine on Instagram, Birding and Bushcraft, I will link his profile down below, sent this to me to borrow, and so that was a pleasant surprise. I'm excited to be outside, of course, and playing with knives is always wonderful. So I'm just going to jump into it. I don't have any association or affiliation with Reiff Knives. I just saw their knife online. They have two different models right now. They're kind of a small company, so I'll go over that. Basic spec stuff, and we'll just start playing because I don't have a ton of time, so let's just do it. Okay. Let's go over some specs of this knife real quick. I printed out the stuff from the website. I will link their website below, so you can always check that out at your leisure. But just real quickly, the overall length of this knife is 9 inches. The blade is 4 inches, and the handle is actually 5. And you can see on my hand, it's a pretty big handle for me. I have like a medium, maybe a medium men's hand, large women's hand. So if you are a large-handed person, you won't have a problem with this knife. Anyway, the steel, that's what I wanted to mention real quickly. I have never reviewed a CPM 3V steel knife before, so that'll be kind of interesting. This knife is incredibly high quality. It's made in the USA, and so their whole thing, it seems like with their brand, especially based on their story on their website and everything, is high quality, made in the USA, built to last. So it's got the high quality steel, G10 handles, so very durable and should last longer than you in theory. So I think that's it for specs. I'll put them up on the screen, and of course you can go to the website. I think the only other thing I'll mention is it's 8.2 ounces, so not the heaviest knife ever, but you know, half pound. Let's just go ahead and get started with the bushcrafting. Smells good. It's a little bit rotten on the outside, but the inside's got the good stuff. So I got myself set up actually in the road. There's a dirt road where I'm at, and I went out and I found a pretty dense, dry, kind of standing, leaning piece of cedar. So I've got a few pieces of cedar, and I cut around this with my saw, and I'm going to make a baton. Since we're testing a bushcraft knife, we have to bushcraft some things. So I'm going to make a baton and a fire because I'm hungry, and I brought my picnic basket with some soup making stuff. We'll use some of our firewood as a baton. So I just want to baton the edges here. Okay. Baton. I'd make it a little smoother if I was using it barehanded, but I'm not. I got my gloves. So now we can baton like pros. Didn't carve off all the bark. All right. This piece of wood is not perfect. Did just fine. Kind of big actually for this size knife, but not bad. Cedar's so pretty. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. Wish I could send you the smells. Looks good. Looks shiny and new. Batoning doesn't bother this knife. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay, well, things are going pretty good. Still getting to know this knife, but I am liking it so far. It's blurry, hold on. So, it does make curly stuff. Let's get this fat wood cleaned off a little bit and get a fire going. I'm running out of time. We can use our baton here. So many good smells. So many good smells. Let's see. What I'm going to do is find a good... Ooh, look at that. See that pretty orange color? Use the back of the knife. Oh yeah, see that? That is what we want. All right, we're gonna scrape the ferro rod with the knife instead of the striker, because that's how we do knife reviews. Here we go. I think. Ooh, it's trying. The pitchwood is wet, but it's pitchwood, so it'll burn. Here we go. Give it some cedar. Thank goodness it hasn't rained for a couple days, because doing this when it has rained recently out here is definitely harder. Just requires more prep, that's all. I kind of got away with the minimum here. Okay, while the fire works to get itself established, I am going to prep soup. So, food prep is always a nice knife review type thing. So let me get you guys adjusted and we'll zoom in. usually eat potatoes because I'm trying to low carb, but carbs don't count when you're in the woods. So we're having a potato in the soup today. Oops. Wipe that on my pants. So as far as food prep goes, it's a knife. It cuts. It's a little bit thick for food prep specifically, but I think for an all-around bushcrafty blade, don't have any complaints so far. And I'm lazy, so I bring baby carrots, so I don't have to peel them. Oops, that one was pretty dusty. We'll wipe that one on my pants too. I think we'll use, yeah, I'm going to save the rest for later. And spices. I've got a little bit of chives, garlic powder, pepper, and salt. Toss that in there. While the soup is on the fire, I just want to talk a little bit about the ergonomics and stuff after having used it. I feel like if you are in the market for an ergonomic handle, you will be happy with what they have created. You can see the handle profile here has a big swell in the middle so you can get a good grip. It's nice and long, but because the swell, I don't think it's in the middle. I think it's more forward. It might be in the middle. But anyway, you can see, even though my hand is smaller than the handle, it didn't bother me. Now, if I was like, I want my own fancy custom knife, maybe I'd want the handle like exactly my hand size. But the weight is good. It feels good. The inside of this handle is skeletonized, according to the website. So it's not like handle heavy, like you'd think it would be, especially since there's like an extra inch on the handle. So anyway, just a little random tidbit there. I'm just kind of making this up as I go, but pointy stick. Just kind of using and playing with the knife while the soup boils. This whatever stick I got is kind of hard. See that? I back it up. There we go. Little notch. Stick. Ooh, I think soup I need to take off the heat. I'm gonna burn the stick I was fiddling around with. I wish I could send you guys some of this. Looks good. Super good. Oh, thank goodness. Oh man, that it's kind of chilly out, and soup in the woods. I mean, you know how it is. It's just, hot food in the woods. Good stuff. So, anyway, back to the knife. I'm gonna call this like a quick review. It wasn't super in depth, but it wasn't totally lacking. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. But I just had this quick opportunity to try this out. I really like this blade a lot. I think if you're looking for something, you just want to buy one thing that's gonna work, I think you'll really be happy with this. Because it's not a small investment to buy a knife with this CPM 3V steel. But hey, you're one and done kinda. This company does make like a longer one. I think 4 inches is like perfect. But if you're into the more Rambo style, big giant knife, they make a bigger one. That was fun. I really liked it. I think it's a good width for bushcraft. It's a little bit wide for like camp cooking, but it's super durable, so you'll be able to do whatever the heck you want with it. So it goes into the vein maybe a survival knife just a tad, because I always kind of associate like those thicker, beefier knives with like the survival knife. But it says bushcraft knife. It crafts the bush. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the link in the description below, and even if you can't buy the fancy schmancy knife, just go get a Mora and get out there and play outside, because even in January, it's dreary and gray and blah sometimes. It's good for you. So anyway, see you guys next time. Peace.